is Lissa James, and I'm the CEO of Gleeful Monkey. We are a wellness company bringing you delicious products to bring calm and focus into your everyday, such as our CBD coffee and CBD honey. As a wellness company, I am super focused on, providing products that, the things we put into our bodies, this is what creates our life experience. So, we want to provide a really positive and healthy experience for our customers. I mean, that's the foundation of Gleeful Monkey. That's definitely who I am, and that's what we want to share in the world. Going through the CEO Mindset class, especially in the early part of growing this particular business, it really helped me think about things in a different way and be a lot more intentional. That aspect of, thinking about growing your business with the end in mind, that was a new concept to me. So, taking a moment to really, anyone anywhere who is part of a new company or is building a business, of course they want things to be successful, but I had never really considered in any serious way, whether I wanted to grow the company to sell, whether I want, all of those things are super important to be clear on. And so I think starting like that concept alone really shifted the way I started thinking about things when we were growing this company. And I think that, there are just many new concepts I learned from CEO Mindset that had not been part of my previous experience. So that just made it has made and continues to be something that's making a difference in how we're growing. Gleeful Monkey is a brand new business as of January of this year, and that's the time frame in which CEO Mindset came into my world. So the timing was perfect. For me, I think it was a great opportunity to really hone in on, what do I need to be aware of as a CEO? I mean, being a CEO is a new thing to me. I had create and built my own companies in the past, but I wasn't all in, and I didn't have the mindset of like, I am the CEO. I definitely am familiar with the difference between being a leader and being a doer. But the aspect of becoming, stepping fully into that role of CEO, I knew I wasn't quite there yet. And so when this course came onto my radar, I knew that was the right thing for me to be involved in. The course name, CEO Mindset, is really applicable because you do have to really own that mindset of being a CEO. And I think for me, I was not comfortable in introducing myself as a CEO prior to this class. Now it comes naturally. I've stepped fully into that role. I own it. And so a big part of that learning journey for me was like understanding the role that I needed to play to grow my business, to own it, to lead it. And so I think, just really, having the guidance to it sounds so simple to learn how to be a CEO. And this is just the beginning of my journey, but, you can tell when people introduce their businesses, whether they own that or they don't, or they're lacking in confidence. So I think for me, I learned that I can do that. I learned what I needed to do. I learned the ownership aspect that I hadn't really fully stepped into, which is huge. I mean, it's fundamental and foundational for building a successful company. One of the struggles that I overcame during the process of the CEO Mindset course, and Julianne's guidance really helped me through this, is like when I started CEO Mindset, I had a lot going on in my world. I was already founding partner in 2 different companies. I was leaving my corporate job, and I was starting up Gleeful Monkey. So To say that I had a lot on my plate was a bit of an understatement. And I thought I could do it all. You know, I thought I was like, I'm leaving corporate. I can finally give this my full attention. this is going to go boom. But I also realized shortly into our work together that, and, you know, ironically, I mean, it's not a new lesson to me, but simplicity rules. So working with Julianne helped me to realize that if I wanted to be successful, if I wanted any of those companies to grow, no one can, I mean, come on, like Elon Musk does it. He's amazing. I'm not Elon Musk. So she, you know, my work with Julianne and in CEO Mindset helped me to realize that I needed to pare down. And I ended up leaving, you know, those two companies that I had been a founding partner of to focus fully on Gleeful Monkey. And, you know, I think I had a one-on-one mentoring session with Julianne during when I was trying to make that decision. And she really helped me to navigate those waters, you know, just all the logistics of leaving a company from a legal perspective. What does it mean? Like, I was a little overwhelmed and a little like, I wasn't sure how to proceed. I think I'd made my decision, but I didn't know how to move forward. And she really helped me work through that. So, you know, that's brought me to where I am today, which is huge. I continued through the CEO Mindset process and just got a lot more insight into, you know, aspects of running a business that I had never even been aware of. And what's more, I think for me, one of the most important aspects was, well, you know, learning from a woman was huge for me. I mean, I spent, you know, 22 years in corporate technology, a male-dominated industry, and I'm used to being the only woman in the room, but I didn't have a lot of role models in my life that were women who had built businesses successfully. And so I think that the experience of learning from Julianne, who is, I mean, clearly, like, she's a badass businesswoman. She's built several businesses. She's, you know, she takes no shit, and she will be very upfront with you about the challenges she's experienced and how she moved through those. And I think that was just a really important factor for me. And I think for many of the women who went through that course as well, is just having that example and that role model. It just has really broadened, I think, my vision of what I can do as a business owner, and especially having that female role model, I just think was super important. My specific success story comes in that clarity and then action of, like, leaving the three companies and focusing on the one. I mean, it sounds like a no-brainer. I look back at that, I'm like, really, I had such a hard time making that decision, but it really comes down to that. And, you know, having the clarity and, you know, really the coaching and mentoring through that process, was really critical. I learned a lot about it as a person. I learned a lot about that as a leader. And it would not have happened in that way without being part of the CEO Mindset course. So to me, that's a huge success story.